Oigan los silbidos que echa cuando ya va caminando.
I was in a bar one night, right? And I went to the restroom. And I'm standing there, looking in the mirror at myself. And over above the mirror it says, "No wonder you always go home alone." That's nothing to laugh at, let me tell you. Walter told me once applying for a job, right? He had to take an intelligence test. Really? An intelligence test? Just to clean toilets? Oh well. The company doctor asked him, he said, Captain Cook went on 3 expeditions and he died on one of them. Which one was it? Was it the first one, the second one, or the third one? Walter thought a minute and looked at the doc. He said, could I have another question, please? I was never very good with history. Herman used to tell me he would take his wife everywhere. But she kept finding her way home. How do you know when you have a tough mosquito? Because you slap him and he slaps you back. What's the difference between 2 lawyers and a Porsche and a porcupine? A porcupine has the pricks on the outside. A word for the wise. Don't try keeping up with the Joneses. Just drag them down to your level. It's a lot cheaper. I was out in the rec yard the other day. It was such a pretty day. I remember it well. And I'm walking around the yard and I'm dumping white powder all the way around the base of the wall. And the nurse comes over to me. She says, "Bernice, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm sprinkling this powder around." She said, "Well, why?" I said, "Because it keeps the alligators away." She said, "Bernice, we don't have any alligators." I said, "See, this shit really works." Hey, did anyone ever ask you where you were when President Kennedy was shot? I knew where I was. I was watching the news. Ernie once told me that there were 6 men who were kicking and beating his mother-in-law while he and his wife watched. And his wife turned to him and said, "Aren't you going to help?" He said, "No, 6 ought to be enough." The toughest time in anyone's life is when you have to kill a loved one just because they're the devil. Last week I bought 20 pounds of steel room. No problem, right? Then how come I'm knitting a gas stove? Why did kamikaze pilots wear helmets? Why did they call timeout at a leper hockey game? Because there was a face-off in the corner. Bye, see you next time. Hit that subscribe button, okay? Okay.